Change at the end?
Basically, I mean, one of the good things about the pilot process is you get a chance to regroup after you've shot it. And originally in the pilot we had a character named Liv, which was a character that wasn't in the comic books that we created. And as Daniel said, she was very reactive and wide-eyed, and we felt like she couldn't really go toe-to-toe with John. And so we sat around and we started talking about the Zed character from the comic books. He's got a really interesting backstory, and we said, why didn't we just put Zed in the first time? And
you know, another thing that you guys saw that's sort of a first, I don't think anybody's seen it yet. I know the pilot linked online, and there was a different sort of demon on the rooftop that was battling John. And you know, what happened is, as David was saying, like, we really wanted to present a certain reality to the show. We wanted it to be a grounded reality that was scary. And we ended up really driven into kind of a CGI world with the demon that was on the rooftop. And we thought, you know, it was David and I really, nobody was pushing us saying reshoot that scene, but people liked it. But David and I were like, you know what? We just want this to be as compelling and real feeling as possible. So we thought, what better way, you know, for John Constantine than to face a demon version of himself who would sort of, you know, hold his own sins up against him. So, and that was fun for Matt to go in and surgically shoot, you know, that one piece of the rooftop, right? You got to go back and demon.
Really interesting. I mean, it was really fun to play the demon John first of all, and then to kind of play it against myself when I wasn't actually there. It was a whole other experience as well. And that was good fun. So,
I mean, come on, the guy is John Constantine. Right? We saw hundreds of people, and then Matt walked in, and we were like, dude.
But here's the amazing thing about it, you have to understand, when we saw him, he was on stage with Jude Law in Henry V. And we get this, and we literally read and met with hundreds of people, and we get this self-tape in.
Yeah.
Where
like long hair.
His hair is
beard
down to his back, it's slicked back, and he had a beard that was like the
Sasquatch.
And I don't mean to spoil it,
it was
dark hair too, but he just, you know, he just captured it. He had it in the eyes.
And he's British.
So Matt, how did you sort of embody John Constantine? What made you go out for this?
Oh, I mean, first of all, reading the script that the guys who produced was great. And then I have a friend of mine who was a huge comic book fan, and for years he's been telling me about John Constantine and Hellblazer, and I didn't really know that much about it. And then I told him that I was auditioning for Constantine, and he sat me down and he was really serious, and he was like, right, this is how you've got to do it. I keep on getting these emails going, are you getting this in, and are you getting that in, you know, and he's my own personal critic. So he sent me a few comics, I started reading those, and then went through the audition process, and then after I got the job, I just kind of delved into the comics, you know, and with all the source material that's there, I mean, it's great because, you know, you can just keep mining and gleaning from this amazing character.
Harold, why don't you talk a little bit about embodying Manny and what it was like to join Constantine?
Yeah, I don't really know what to say. You know, when I talked to these guys and they told me they were going to create Manny for the show, I thought it was a really great opportunity to be on the ground floor of something new to the Constantine world, and so I'm not sure that I fully embodied him yet because I'm still learning more about him, and they won't tell me everything about him.
It's Manny's skill to embody others.
Yeah, exactly. So we're really excited. We keep coming up with new things and figuring out, you know, the type of angel he is.
You don't know if you're good or bad.
Yeah. It's really, I think he's good no matter what. Good.
One of the great things about the Manny characters, you know, in the comic you have those panels where you really get into John Constantine's thoughts. And look, we're not really a voiceover show. We'll have little snippets of it here and there. But what's nice about the Manny character is he's able to talk to John and really access sort of, we want to explore moral ambiguity and dark and light and what it means. And so, you know, Manny just is a great way to open up John and get inside his head.
And it's great because they kind of, you know, they're both kind of manipulating each other, but there's this kind of mutual respect between them, you know, they both know they can do some harm, but at the same time they're both trying to get the run up on each other, so it's a really interesting dynamic between them.
We sort of keep thinking of each other as gunslingers.
Yeah,
So standing there waiting for the other to draw, so it's really fun.
And Helica, talk about joining this ragtag group, and then for the producers, how are you going to introduce that?
Honestly, I just want to thank Daniel and David. It's a ride I've enjoyed right now, and I'm so excited to give a little bit of meat and bone to Zed and to play with this amazing cast and to play against Constantine.